Welcome, guys. Today we'll move toward our next topic, that is predicate logic. Previously, we had seen that we are not able to represent the classic sentences using prepositional logic. See, this is the example which we had discussed, in which prepositional logic was unable to represent the classic sentences, in which the first statement was Socrates is a man, which was represented by Socrates man, and the second statement Plato is a man, which was represented by keyword Plato man, and we were unable to establish the relationship between these two statements. So, we were unable to deduce any kind of conclusion and cannot relate the above two statements with each other using propositional logic. So another way we are having is the predicate logic. It permits things. So another way we are having is predicate logic. It permits representation of things that cannot be represented in propositional logic. We can represent real world fact as statement written as the WFF, which is well formed formula. The motivation for choosing to use the logic at all is that if we use logical statement as a way of representing knowledge, we have available a good way of reasoning with that knowledge. So before we adopt the predicate logic as a good medium of presenting knowledge, we need to ask whether it also provides a good way of reasoning with knowledge, and the answer is yes on the first hand, and it provides a good way of deducing new statements for old ones. But the predicate logic does not possess any kind of decision procedure. See, from all these statements, we can say that the first order predicate logic is not decidable, so it is semi decidable. When we start exploring the use of predicate logic as a way of representing knowledge, okay, for this explanation, we have one example which consists of some set of sentences in which the first statement is Marcus was a man, second is Marcus was Pompeian, the third one all Pompeians were Romans, fourth one Caesar was a ruler, the fifth one all Romans were either loyal to Caesar or hated him, the sixth one everyone is loyal to someone, the seventh one people only try to assassinate rulers they are not loyal to, and the last one the Marcus tried to assassinate the Caesar. These are the sentences based on what we might be able to ask some question and answer them. So the first statement we are having is the Marcus was a man, and with the help of predicate logic it is represented as Marcus in bracket, sorry, the man in bracket Marcus, which was discussed yesterday with the propositional logic. This is kind of the representation of predicate logic. Okay, in this statement it represents the critical fact of Marcus being a man, but it cannot capture some of the information, that is we can say that the notion of the tenses, that is the past tense which was in which the statement is written, that is, but whether this statement is acceptable or not depends on the use to which we are intended to put the knowledge. So for this simple example, this representation with the help of predicate logic is the correct one. Again, we are having our second statement, that is the Marcus was Pompeian. Similarly, like the first statement, we are again represented the second statement, that is Pompeian, that is Marcus was a Pompeian. It is represented like Pompeian in bracket the Marcus. The third one we are having is all Pompeians were Roman. Now see here, we are having the representation with the help of predicate logic, like for all represent whether Pompeians implies to Romans, means the statement all Pompeians were Roman was represented is represented like this, that is with the help of for all, one symbol we are having, that is for all, and it represented Pompeians are Romans, okay, with the symbol of implications towards the Roman. Now moving towards the our fourth statement, what we are having, we are having the Caesar was ruler. It is the similar kind of sentence which we had seen like in first and in the second one. Similarly, it is represented like ruler in bracket Caesar. Okay, now what we are having our next one, all Romans were either loyal to Caesar or hated him. See, here is the representation of the whole sentence where we are representing with the help of for all symbol, and remaining are represented with the implication and or symbol, okay, where Roman implies loyal to in bracket x comma Caesar, or hate in bracket x comma Caesar. This is how your statement is represented, that is all Romans were either loyal to Caesar or hated him. Okay, now we have our sixth statement, that is the everyone is loyal to someone. It is represented like that for each person there exists someone to whom he or she is loyal. Possibly it is different for everyone. Okay, this statement is represented like we are having two kinds of symbols, that is one is the for all symbol and the second one is there exist. Okay, where loyal to is the word which represent for which represent the relationship between the everyone and someone. Okay, well, what is our next statement, that people only try to assassinate rulers they are not loyal to. This is how the next statement, that is the seventh one, is represented like we had used two times for all symbol, where which represent the word the people and the ruler. In representing this sentence, we have the way we did we have chosen to write try to assassinate as a single predicate. This gives a fairly simple representation with which we can reason about trying to assassinate. But using this representation, the connection between trying to assassinate and trying to do other things, and between trying to assassinate and actually assassinating could not be made easily. For such connections, we need to choose a different representation. Okay, moving towards our last statement, which was that Marcus tried to assassinate Caesar. It is represented like try assassinated in bracket Marcus comma Caesar. Okay. Now, whatever all the eight statement we had represented, after studying this, when we ask one question, that is, was Marcus loyal to Caesar? And when we start searching the answer with the help of these eight statements, the answer will be the Marcus was not loyal to Caesar, and the statement is again will be represented with the help of predicate logic like this: not loyal to in bracket Marcus comma Caesar. Okay, this is how we can answer the statements with the help of whatever the information we are provided in the previous statements. Now, in order to prove the goal, we need to use the rule of inference to transform it into the another goal or possibly a set of goals that can be turned that can in turn be transformed and so on until there are no unsatisfied goals remaining. Okay, here for simplicity we are having only a single path represented in this figure, which shows an attempt to produce a proof of goal by reducing the set of necessary but as yet unattained goal to the empty set. The attempt fails since there is no way to satisfy the goal person Marcus. Means we cannot prove that whether Marcus is the person. Okay, with this statement we are unable to find the full proof for representation of this statement. So the problem is that though we know that the Marcus was a man, we don't have any way to conclude from that the Marcus was a person. We need to add the representation of another fact to our system, that is, see, when we observe this figure, our goal is we have to find or we have to prove that the Marcus was not loyal to Caesar. Okay, this is our goal, and when we start proving this, we have some kind of substitution with the help of previous statement. See, here we are having the upward arrow where at the last we reach at the person Marcus. In between we are having two state or with the we are having the two kinds of substitution. After before not loyal to Marcus comma Caesar, we are having the substitution with the help of seven statement, that is person or ruler and try assassinate Marcus comma Caesar. To prove this one, we are having the fourth one, that is the person in bracket Marcus and try assassinate Marcus comma Caesar, and before that the we are having the person in bracket Marcus. Okay, when we try to move upward from this, we might be able to deduce some kinds of thing. Means with the help of person comma Marcus, we can say that the try assassinate Marcus comma Caesar. Again with the help of this we move upward, we can say that the person Marcus or ruler Caesar and try assassinate Marcus comma Caesar. From this we can say that the people, some people only try to assassinate rulers they are not loyal to. Okay, from this lastly we deduce that the Marcus was not loyal to Caesar. But though we are seeing that the Marcus was a man, we don't have any way to conclude from that the Marcus was not the person. So for completion of this proof, we need to add the representation of another fact to our system, that is the ninth statement, which is all people or all men are people, and it will be represented like for all man implies to person. After writing these statements only, we can satisfy the last goal and produce the full proof that the Marcus was not loyal to Caesar. Okay, this is how we can draw the proof in predicate logic. Okay guys, thank you.